Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce celebrated the Chiefs' big win on Sunday night by hitting the town with some buds. The world's most famous people cruised to Prime Social in Kansas City just after the Chiefs beat up the Detroit Lions at Arrowhead Stadium, and they seemed to have a blast. So Swift enjoyed at least one cocktail with a few gal pals, while Kelce posed for some pics with his teammate Kareem Hunt and some of their close friends. So they all had grins on their faces, which were well earned, and considering what the tight end and his Chiefs did to the Lions just hours earlier. So Kelce logged a team high with 6 catches for 78 yards as Kansas City rolled to a 30-17 victory. So the post game was a bit marred by an ugly brawl, but clearly Kelce and Swift were able to put that past them. So the night marked the first time all year that Swift had been spotted by cameras at one of Kelce's games, and with her album now out and 2 straight home tilts on the schedule, it's almost certainly not the last we'll see of her this month. So the life of a showgirl Chiefs fan continues apparently. Okay, so this is really interesting, and this is all according to TMZ. So I am glad that the Kansas City Chiefs got to have a huge victory last night because of the fact that Travis Kelce is definitely one of my favorite players from the Chiefs. And of course, I do love him because of the fact that he respects Taylor Swift and he is all there for Taylor Swift. Okay, and you know what? It's definitely one of those victories where I believe Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are definitely going to be too happy to the point that they are going to be making so much love in bed, or they already made so much love in bed because of how victorious the Chiefs were. And I'm just saying what I'm thinking. I'm not over here assuming things or making things up. Now, it's really interesting and it's really cool though how, you know, after so many fails from the Kansas City Chiefs this past football season, now we're finally seeing a victorious here with the Kansas City Chiefs because, you know, we've been seeing so many fails to the point that so many people were doubting that the Kansas City Chiefs was going to make it to the Super Bowl. But with this victorious from last night, it's actually kind of possible now that the Chiefs is going to be competing in the Super Bowl this upcoming year. And you know what? If they end up competing, then I am definitely rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs to be winning the Super Bowl, especially for Travis Kelce to be one of the people that will end up being victorious. Because trust me, I really like Travis Kelce. I like the Chiefs, but also I also remember that unfortunately this past year, the Kansas City Chiefs were not victorious. They unfortunately had a big loss. And I do remember that last year, by the way, when the Kansas City Chiefs were also losing, but they ended up winning. Fortunately, though, Travis Kelce was going off on the coach, and it was definitely not pretty, but the coach was definitely very